بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. Some people may be wondering, anticipating, fearful, anxious, excited, thinking that this Hajj would be the pledge would occur in this Hajj. First to begin, there are a number of different pledges to occur. Some pledges already occurring. Those would be the pledges that will be given to the cause of the Mahdi that would happen before. The ahadith mention about those as well. Then there would be the pledge of between the Rukn and the Maqam. That's the main pledge that everyone knows about. And then there would be pledges after that, a pledge for battle. Then there'll be another pledge in Aqsa, etc. So many people, they anticipating, they're looking forward, they're frightened, they're anxious, they're wondering if this Hajj there would be the pledge between the Rukn and the Maqam, the pledge whereby the Mahdi would be formally identified as the Mahdi. That based on the signs and based on the logics and based on the ahadith, that's not going to happen this year, this Hajj. The pledge, as for when the pledge is going to happen, a hadith mentioned, some mention in Hajj, some mention in Muharram, some even mention in Ramadan. That's one point to note. As well as, in addition, the ahadith, they are all weak concerning when the pledge exactly would occur. And one of the wisdom behind that is a kind of camouflage as to when exactly it would happen. So that means that it could happen anytime during the year as well too. That's one. Also too, the reason is that the Mahdi, just as his grandfather, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never used to wait for miracles to happen. He would put things in place. So for example, in the Battle of the Trench, the Khandaq, they dug a whole trench, they put things in place. And this was after he had Mashura. He didn't just go forward saying that we would be victorious because Allah has to make the deen zahir or dominant over others, and we would not die. I am the last prophet. The message has to reach, has to be completed, perfected, and it hasn't been completed and perfected as yet, so therefore I will not die and we can go and fight. No, he doesn't do that. He called the Sahaba together, he made Mashura, and some of them gave the opinion that we would dig a trench, and they went through the hard, painstaking task of digging a trench. Other times the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would always keep the information as to which direction they're leaving, heading towards. He would keep that a secret. Why? Because he put in things in place, planning. So the style of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is a plan. When the Mahdi appears as the Mahdi as well too, he would have to plan, because we're talking about an entire world of Islamic Caliphate. For this to happen, there must have been things put in place before. So for the pledge to occur, for that time, for action, for the ball to start rolling in that sense, it must be that things must be put in place in different parts of the world, so that when it is that pledge is given, well then everything would be easy, the transition will be easy. Things haven't been put in place in different parts of the world as yet. So therefore, the style of Allah is that Allah uses means. So for that pledge between the Rukn and the Maqam to occur, why is that a significant pledge? Because directly after that is when all the action is going to start. So for that to happen, it means that there must be things put in place, must be things worldwide, different countries put in place for that for that transition between a world filled of oppression and injustice to transition to a world filled with justice and equity. So there's still a little way, a little time, a lot of work to be done, and hence the reason we're saying that no, this Hajj ain't gonna have no pledge gonna happen in this Hajj. A lot of things still have to put in place. One of the reason I'm putting this out there as well is because Iblis, he would come and he would try to discourage people as well. When it is, you see, they would say that's how we was expecting that it would be this Hajj, and we really get hyper and hyped up, and they hyped us up and they made us think that it's gonna be in this Hajj, and they was posting videos and ahadith and voice notes and all these things, and they make us feel like it's gonna be this Hajj. And then when this Hajj passes and nothing happened, they would say, these people are just like the people who went in the past, who always say that there's Mahdi is coming and Mahdi is here, and nothing happened. So this is to give you a heads up as well. They remember the calls would come, and the call is coming to you as well. You all heard the calls. The hadith mentioned that the call will come from the sky, and it would let everyone hear in their own language. That is via satellites. That is via the WhatsApp that you're getting, and the voice notes and the pictures that you're getting. And the calls will be telling the people that this is the person, follow him. And then after a while, the calls of Iblis would come telling you that this person is dead, or he's no more, and it was battle. So it would show off some Muslims. Then there's the wisdom of the Mahdi going missing, and people wanted to know what happened and where is he and why is he that person who was identified, why is he not here? What happened to him? All these are means of Allah filtering and Allah testing the believers to see which of the believers will hold fast to their iman and hold fast to their belief in the promise of Allah. You saw all these signs are here, and therefore it is easy to conclude that we are at the time of the Mahdi. Now let us see if you really have iman in the promise of Allah, and if you would continue working with that confidence and that belief in Allah, that Allah doesn't fail on His promise, and you continue working, putting things in place, preparing yourselves, preparing your family, preparing the rest of the Muslims worldwide, and putting things in place so that when that time comes, the transition will be easy. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Yuslihu Allahu fi layla, Allah would make things, rectify things, Allah would put things in place overnight. So yes, we have to continue. This is the style of the Nabi, this is the style of the Mahdi, that we must put things in place, we must make effort. We must plan. When it is we continue doing this and planning and making effort, then at time we might see that, we might think to ourselves that this ain't gonna happen, this not gonna happen. But the real strong believers, they would continue pushing, and then that is when Allah would rectify everything. Allah would put everything in place overnight. Everything would happen in the snap of a finger. And all these discussions that we've been having, all these posts that we've been posting, all the controversy that was being or that was raised, everything is just gonna be like a dream, and it would be like it was like a dream. And realize that everything we in is like a snap of a finger, and everything happening. So may Allah give us the ability to hold on, and give us the ability to see through the deceptions of the Dajjal. Salli wa sallam wa barak ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in.